And streaming, and also I've got to do some minor tweakage here by the look of it. Excuse me a moment. That's slightly annoying, actually. Hold on. Alright, minor tweakage needed, but we'll just have the top half of that cut off. So, check the settings for the tournament. Well, that's your own problem. I got 2 people currently in there. And maybe it's a plan and I just didn't want you to play. Maybe. Who knows? That will do there. Hey, yeah. Right. Move the chat across so I can do things. Okay. So, Mahjong, we have 4 people apparently in the thing. Let's get started. I probably still need to update the tournament listings, which I will definitely do tomorrow. I've got a sticky note on the thing, so it will happen. In the meantime, we'll just wait and see if we can get 4. Which may or may not include Rise, who I'm going to be playing other games with tomorrow anyway. But yeah, first time we've been back on Tenhou for a little while. Obviously, we did the Wishizu last week, which was fairly well received. Even if Carol's asleep now. Jesper, I know, is away at the moment, so we can't do that. And I'm probably going to be away a little while as well. We have 4 concurrent viewers. Huzzah. Who are these people? I don't know. My chat is gone. Onto your channel in specific. Well, there's a link at the bottom of the video, actually. I've updated that link so it should work, so feel free. As I say, there are 4 people, so in theory there should be somebody else. Yeah, so that is my actual tournament table link there, so that should be the right one, if you just look in the description. And then we will continue Shadowdong 2017 for that trophy, which I think Draconis is the current Lord and Master of it as it stands for the moment. And if he's not here, he's probably going to be Lord and Master anyway, because he won't lose any points. Meanwhile, let's put the terrible music back on. Maybe we should actually have some background music for this. I don't know. Oh, I don't know how to shut it off now. We have both the JPs, and we have Compound Ebb, and we have a game. So, off we go. Okay, sound effects are on. So, hopefully you're muted. We have East Wind, and this is actually kind of a ridiculous starting hand. Indeed we do. It's the best way to play this. Actually, it's a really good hand, depending on things. I mean, obviously we'd prefer the South to be a bonus triplet, but taking what we can, this is not bad at all. Let's get rid of the 2 here. What did you call, sir? Well, indeed. But I reckon he might have been there already. The good news with the triplet of Souths at the suppose is that we have 3 safe tiles, but I'm looking to possibly getting a Sananko here. West isn't particularly relevant. But yeah, so far not bad at all. 1 door in the opening hand. Good setup. Indeed, JPV will join. Yeah, God damn it. Alright, that's unfortunate that's backfired on me there, but yeah. Overall, those won't be too bad here. We might have to dump the East and the South to just get the pair established, depending on how things go. But we could also get a possible pair run off of this, because it's effectively 6-6 and a 6-7, of course. So 5, 7, and 8 all help that hand out. 8 possibly slightly more ideal because it leads us towards a possible Sananko, if we can pair something else up. I've done 2 pairs, and that's a real annoying thing at this point. The same headphones, Aegon, that I've been wearing for, what, 3 years now? The same headphones I've worn every single time I have done any kind of streaming of any kind. Dear.
Eat.
Okay, so reach from JPC. We have a good hand here. I'm going to go 6 because that seems like a reasonable gamble against him there. But yeah, we are quite close to Tenpai here. I also have 3 safe tiles if I need to gamble this, but we'll see. If I can draw a 6 dot, that'd be probably the best draw for right now. No, I have not cut my hair. Oh, that's a really good draw for me, that now. Screw it. Ron. No, I'm surprised. Probably should have been. You know what, Egan? Just no. Just go away. So yeah, this is looking quite good. The answer is I don't know what I'd be getting rid of here. Debbie has decided to attack. And deal in, which is the bad way to do that. So on for 6-9. I said the 7 was dodgy, and it definitely was in that regard. He discarded a 5 from this, though. I guess it's been a close weight versus that. So reach Pin Foodora 1. And he kills my dealer turn. So a shame, as that was potentially a very good hand. And no, I tend to go out of the voice chat for this, because they don't want to bore me with Mahjong, and obviously I want to talk about Mahjong a little bit. Okay, so I have 2 bonus Yaku in my opening hand, plus for 9. This could potentially be a very aggressive attacking hand. Egan asked endless questions. That's why. Endless questions that had nothing to do with the video in question. In short, he deserved it, and when he comes back and continues with that, I'm actually taking his moderator status away from him. He did. And now I'm going to take away his mods. Meanwhile, though, I'm trying to look to whether I can get this into a Honitsu shape, but it's possibly a bit of a stretch here unless I draw another 9. Another 9 dot actually would be a bad thing at all here. That would give me the Dora Call plus the 2 Yakai. It would be a good thing to go with. Do I want to push this early? I don't. It's very tempting. If I had, say, the double of both of these sets, or if I was maybe a couple away from Tenpai, that would have been worth attacking for. At this stage, it's not ideal. See, that's quite a good... That's not too bad for us. So the hand has multiple directions it can go. It's just incorporating this 9 Dora is going to be awkward. It's probably safe to JPB. Probably, but not definitely. Also, I've only got 1 free dot left, so I might have to cull this as well. Possibly go for a mid Sanchiku. And yeah, against 2 calls, I think this is now fold territory. Or semi-fold, because I don't have actually folding tiles against him as of yet. For North, is probably safe if it comes to it, but we'll get rid of the 1 and 2 for now. Yeah, certainly now. He is the West Wind, but 2 Wests have been played, so West is fine as well. I guess we could still go Sanchiku with North or East as another Yaku, so 2 Yaku for that. There's no Souths have been played yet, but it shouldn't be JPB's winning tile unless it is for his Honitsu or Chanter. If he's gone Chanter, that's a bit of an extreme option, and he has got rid of a lot of tiles which suggest he isn't. He's probably more the half flush. Yeah, it's a good draw. That was a bad discard. But he passed. The big problem is going to be, unless I draw something that helps me out on that placement, it's going to be very awkward to go for this. Still, that opens up both sides of the Sanchiku if it comes to it. 4 or 7. Oh, very nice. Okay. Let's cut the 4. So I can call North and go for a double bonus tile set here. Let that go. Definitely in this situation, let that go. It's live, so it was dodgy in the last in any case. But the fact that it's now gone means I've got 3 safe tiles, which is important now. Okay, that was a surprise, but it's given us another one. So yeah, there is a chance at hand then. Waiting on 1 dot. Or another sequence in the high. Could still be a Honitsu, actually. Waiting on high dots, waiting on high tiles there. I think we're going to toss the east at this point. Against free calls this late in the game, we're definitely at the fold point. But Debbie goes on the attack, which... That was probably the safest one. I mean, most of the 8s are visible. She is, of course, dealer, which has to be somewhat respected, but... Yeah, I had so many ways of getting a winning hand from this position as well. Aegon, you have lost the blue text. I hope you're happy. You'll have to earn your promotion again by doing stuff. Yeah, 6 dot for safety. 1 passed. We got to obviously worry about Debbie's hand as well a little bit. Okay, so Debbie was waiting on... Okay, so Debbie was in for an 8, which was a really awkward thing to get rid of. I think there might not have been any... No, that was actually an unwinnable weight Debbie picked there, so I don't... That was a silly thing to go for in all retrospect. There were no winning tiles available. And yeah, you've lost your blue. Because I decided you don't earn it. Another good starting hand. I'd like to actually develop something into something before the end of this game. But it's still East 2. It's still early days. I mean, whether that made JPV fold or not is questionable, but either way, you needed to have at least a possibility of winning. I think she discarded a 7 as well, which I think had more options going for it. I've discarded 1, might as well discard the 2nd now, even though... sign the game has gone a bit away from me here, I think. Okay, we'll keep that one. Let's get rid of my close weight here and lean us towards that Tenhou. That's kind of in play. In many ways, the 1-3 was the right thing to get rid of from the start in any case, but still. Yeah, it's okay. Get rid of a 7 then. Yeah, Aegon, stop doing that, please. Meanwhile, up north, JPC is going for some form of thingamajig. Possibly a Nageshi, but I doubt it. Well, indeed, that's what I thought. Okay, stick with that. We've mostly got rid of Manzu, which is not too bad for sort of bluffing things. And well, we could have called that, not going to. Well, maybe I'll have to promote Chiral to just, yeah. But you're on permanent timeout Aegon duty. If he accepts the job anyway. He might not. Well, this hand has just gone nowhere. So many helpful tiles I could have drawn, and I've just not really got any of them. See, even that's useful. It's not what we wanted, ideally, but it's still useful. Permanent job of keeping Aegon in timeout, possibly. When he deserves it. This being Aegon, he deserves it a lot. Okay, 4-man as well. We'll see what Aegon says about it anyway, and then we'll decide. Now this is a kind of a more useful thing here, but I prefer to keep this as a pair extension thing here. Possibly if also I draw the 5, that opens up potential options on both sides. And everybody's called. So I'd imagine JPC is in Tempai. And didn't call the 8 that was placed there, so we'll leave that alone for the moment. And we enter third row territory. And again, the hand just has not come at all, has it? Okay, so Debbie is double tone. Double tone, possible toy, which would be a good Mungan hand. And we will follow suit for the moment. Yeah, because that was Pinfu with something else he got at pass, but I want to be very cautious about potential Mungan on my right from the dealer. Obviously, the other two are likely in Tempai as well, but if they are, they are. Aegon's going back into timeout before I make this move. And we are folding. And also we have these, so we have a definite safe tile for next time. And I think this is... Oh, Haite Sumo. Okay. So, double ton Haite, I think. And Debbie extends a lead. Or gets into the lead, I think. So I'm now in last place, having not won anything, but we'll see. Haven't played particularly badly, and we have an okay starting hand again. I did not know that was on. Darn it. Okay, so JPC forces the abortive draw. Well, it's not as explosive. It's not as good as the last hand we had, but... No, it won't. It will never be okay, sir. Never. So we could really do with getting on the board here. Eight-man would be the ideal draw, because obviously that gives us the Peiko setup. Otherwise, we're going to have to wait for it. 7's not bad. Let's go to the 1 for now. So that gives us obviously sequence pair if it comes to that. Let's go out second east, unfortunate, but that's the way it goes. And the other two had already gone anyway. So if we can get the 9, we can possibly go double door here. Yeah, it's toss the White Dragon here while it's safe. This might end up backfiring, and I might need that 1, but... it hasn't yet. Okay, pair of threes is not a bad thing to have there. Just trying to work out what I should discard at this point, and I'm thinking the 2 dot is the culprit. We got a definite pair kind of built up. And also this area is slightly more useful and obviously has door on both sides. So I want to try and keep hold of this. Trouble is, we're now getting to a stage where the hand has now got too many pairs in it, so we might have to push a toy here, which is a problem when you don't have Fedora or any other bonus tiles to go with it. Could bluff a Chinitsu though. If a 9-7 and 3 were to nicely come out, but that seems slightly unlikely. Draw another pair, we go into 5. Here, though, I'm going to drop the 4s. We have a pair in the 3s in any case, and I feel that this is probably the time to try and see if we can push the value up. This is possibly tilting a little bit, but we'll see. So I've got rid of a pair of 4s, which obviously I was putting towards the toy, but now we're kind of hoping we can definitely push this Chinitsu forward, or at least bluff it enough. But the answer is, with Debbie calling, I don't imagine we're going to have a chance of getting around that. Dump the 7. So we can keep the 8s, possibly go toy if we need to. There's the last 9, which would have been a useful thing to have later. Okay, get rid of a door 5 here. Okay, it's attacked. We're Tenpai, but we can't win with it. If no, I still can't do it even if I do that. So I'm still a couple away. We'd either have to get rid of the 8s or we'd have to triple something up. With 2 calls for Debbie, 1 door in hand. Possibly not the best of attack strategies here. We're kind of committed, which is the only reason I'm still going for this. We don't want to half-ass things, and we do want to make these difficult to discard, which unfortunately is not mattering because none of these people are going to play defense. I'm at the second dungeon. So I've just literally hit barrier 1, and they've now gotten to the stage because I finally got a persona with growth 1 that I now have to retool the entire persona list so they all have growth 1. It's just what I have to do. So Debbie is going Tenhou, door 1, open of course. And nobody's caring about defense. In fact, 4's gotten rid of at that stage, which was live, I'm sure. And dealing. Well, that's why. Oh, they can have his Sanchiku. I'd be slightly more annoyed, but I didn't actually have a Chinitsu on, so I was kind of... That was a poor play from me in retrospect. Possibly going a bit on tilt. Yeah, I should have just let that go. As it happens, I'm now stuck with what is quite a bad hand. Especially with one white dragon already gone. Well, that's an interesting little decision. I've gotten the first 2. But I think they're the easy ones. It's basically a Jack Frost and whatever the thing is with Frey at the end. Which I kind of lucked into, actually, rather than... Rather than that, because I was looking at... I had nobody with that ability for quite a while. Yeah, so this is Chanta-ish at this stage. If we can draw another green dragon or a white dragon at this point, that would be ideal. If we draw the 3-man, then we're looking at Chanta, Dora 1. Possible Mungan here. I think I kind of have to go for this. And I wouldn't mind if it was open. If it is open, it'll be because of the white dragons played, which is probably the only tile I would call from this situation. Even calling the 3 isn't a good idea. That's useful. West can go. Seen a couple of those. I mean, it's culling a door to do it, but it's an option. And of course, if I draw another 1, then that gives me a 2, 3, but that wouldn't then be chances, so I'd have to reach it. I've already discarded an east, so... Well, I don't tend to play New Game Pluses, actually. I mean, it's always the intent, but with Persona, I tend to redo from start rather than do the New Game Plus thing. The only game I've done New Game Plus with in the Persona series is 3. That's because I really like 3. I see a north. Okay. Well, let's open up the possible Itsu, which wouldn't be a bad escape route if it came to it. Besides, once you've got all the character stats, the knowledge, guts, whatever else maximize, it always makes it easier for the New Game Plus, as long as you are aware of when things come available. So 6 and 4.
Each.
Okay, safe tile. So that kind of kills my momentum there, unfortunately. Because I have too many tiles I just cannot get rid of. Green Dragon, 2-man. Alright, fair enough. Green Dragon can go. 3-man can go. I imagine Debbie then discarded from a triplet. That's the only reason that you should be able to call that. Or somebody skipped the first one. Probably JPC. Oh, jeez. Do I just go for this? Yeah, that was dodgy. This is dodgy as well, but... I can do a 6-3 swap effective if I draw it. Riichi Mahjong. And she did discard that dragon from a triplet by the look of that, which might not have been the best of it. I'm trying to deconstruct where she was, but I think she had Tenpai the turn before. Oh, maybe Rush distracted, misclicks, they happen. So anyway, I'm kind of struggling at the back here, having yet to win a hand. And am 18. I'm basically a dealer Hanneman behind at this point. Alright, no worries, Kirill. I'll catch you tomorrow at some stage. But yeah, I've just had so many nearly hands. Even that one, kind of. The thing is, I normally get around this by being ultra aggressive, but it's just not going to work on this table. I mean, going aggressive doesn't always work in any case. It's what's kind of known in the business as going on tilt. But sometimes by being aggressive, you can force a fold, and I just cannot do it on this table. Combined with a lack of luck, it's unfortunately meaning I'm having to just sit here and wait for things. Let's get rid of my closed 9, 8-bit there. Obviously, it syncs better with the stuff I've already got, but I want to keep this middle set going if we can. At this stage, any hand that gets me into dealer turn is probably a good one. So 2 dots not helpful. Okay, that's a helpful draw. Let's get rid of the 8 on this side. Probably could have kept it for the possibility, outside possibility of drawing a 7. But we're now 2 from Tenpai. And a potentially reasonable multi-sided one at that. Oh, that's an extremely good draw for us. Okay, drop a 2. So what's our best draw from here? Anything that completes this sequence gets us Tenpai. One man would have been fine as well. Okay, so 2 of my wing conditions are gone. I might even consider getting rid of this 1 pair. It's a slower route to victory, but yeah, I've got time, and that 4 dot's the probably best draw I could get from this position. So that opens up the Tenhou Sanchiku. Okay, Tenhou Sanchiku. Plus Dora. Possible Pinfu.
Home.
Or do I just push?
Riichi.
Yeah, we push this. We need a good hand. And honestly, I've not done enough of this, so we're gonna aggressive this. This is a really bad weight. 2 of them are gone. It's a double CG. We have a can opportunity. We're in last place. Probably would have been worth more had we have gone the Sanchiku route, but as it turns out, yeah, there were 7, so... Yeah, we would have had 4-6 if we'd have waited. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, 1 winning tile left, so hell weight for this. We like our hell weights occasionally. Red 5. If I force somebody to fold, I'll take that at the moment. Somebody to snipe the win? Nope. Okay, 9 dots. 3 man and the Haite. Okay, 1 player Tenpai. We'll take that. So, okay, so I did convince them to fold from that one. We'll take some points, and we'll take the dealership, and we'll go into South 1. So 1,500 points to make up. And that's not the best of hands to try this with, but we'll see. We've got to keep the dragons for at least the time being, because we need a hand here. I was disparaging the hand, actually, but it's not the worst. Potential draw at the 4, which goes into sequence, so... It's just we need to pair something up here, and then we probably need to get it finished. Okay, I was about to say, if that doesn't get called, I imagine that's JPB who's got those, but... That's Debbie going 3rd turn Dragon Call. And that's the White Dragon gone as well. So we do have a possible Itsu on. And the rest of the hand is quite good, so at the very least we should have Pinfu set up. If I want to draw one of the 8 or the 5 now, that puts me into the Itsu weight. 6 doesn't particularly help me at this stage. Now I'm gonna keep on with this, but I need a hand increase. As much as I do need the win, if I can get the Itsu, it's worth doing. So unfortunately, a 5 and 8 have already gone. That's only a Chi though, so it's still only 1 each. Another 4. I haven't tried the baseball stuff yet, actually.
Chi.
I mean, the biggest problem is finding people in Persona 5, as I found out, because people go to random places when their social links are technically available. I mean, it does give you a sort of hint as to where they are in terms of which area, but I have real problems finding people. I guess it's because I play Persona 4 a lot, so I know where everybody is in that, but still. Advantage and disadvantage of a wider area. Do we go Tenpai on the 5? Gonna leave it. May regret that, but against 2 double calls, I
Kan.
2 double calls and a Khan. Well, now I wish I'd done it. Yeah, we have any Tenpai now, we go for it. Problem is working out which of the 5 of it is actually going to be safest here. Okay, that changes things. So fairly straight in the 1 safe. So here I'm kind of leaning towards the Pinfu side of this now. So I can draw 7-4, 8-5. Yeah, lots of tires get me to Senpai now. That's not necessarily a killer, but it's definitely safe against Debbie. So yeah, toss for 9, and then, yeah, okay. So I have 4 tiles I can draw to get me Senpai. My dragon's safe against both. It's just the way streams go, you know this. He's also been demoted.
Riichi.
Okay, so 5-8. Not a lot of winners on both sides, but I'm liking this.
Sumo.
Well, I gave her 1,000 points. Yeah, so Reach Sumo Dragon. Oh, no, not. When I'm saying Reach, it isn't a Reach. So 2 Dora and Dragon. Yeah, double Dragon Dora. That's the one. Yeah. Because it had them separate and that threw me slightly. So, okay, so now we got some problems. Debbie's likely to win this now. It's just a case of clawing our way back into second. We have Dora West in hand, but nothing else particularly. Fine. Egan, you are now a moderator again. If you ever abuse your power, I will remember that I can actually demote you again. Oh, you're going for the all the harem route, aren't you? Which is always a thing in the new Persona games. I don't know why, but it is amazing. Just do the whole Valentine's Day, betray everybody. Ooh, okay, nice. Right, that's a bit of luck turning for us. If we draw a 7 now, we're actually in Tenpai with 2 Dora.
8、
Okay, so Debbie's still attacking his dealer, and I think this is something I did tell her, but she's in the lead. She doesn't need to attack at the moment. Being dealer in the lead is all about trying to lose points. Or trying to minimize the loss of points while just getting out of a dealer turn. Okay. So yeah, still one from Tenpai. We'd take it and reach if it came for it, but we'd prefer to just grab the west and then try and work around things. Is that better? That might actually be better. The reason I think this is slightly better, obviously I've got the pair set up there, but also is that Debbie wants Sozi tiles is the one hint I've kind of gotten from the hand. Somebody could have been able to call that, so maybe not. No, she's going Tenhou again. So one away. Actually, no, now we're 2 away from Tenpai. I have slowed the hand up by doing this, but it felt like it might have been needed. Short of huge direct hit on Debbie, I don't think winning's in the question at the moment, but we do kind of need this. What's Rise up to? Possibly one suit hand. Can see all the threes, can see a lot of the ones and twos though. It's not ideal. I could possibly threaten it late game if we needed to. I'm looking at the possible toy threat here, but that's it's unlikely. If I draw a 7, of course, that puts me in Tenpai. In fact, if I draw any of the doubles, I'm in Tenpai, except 8. Okay, Ipeiko, double Dora. No, we'll stay in Tenpai here because I can win off we can win off a random discard. 6 odds safe on the right, so that's fine. Self-drawn, she had the 7. Wins another 3,000, which doesn't ultimately change her position at all, so was the need to attack for it? That's the ultimate question here. And I honestly don't think there was, and this is actually a potential monster, depending on how quickly I can get this going. 2 away from Tanpin, possible Sanchiku. Immediate west attack and immediate helpful tile, so I am kind of off. I'm not the only one though, because I imagine JPB has a fast hand here, and he's got a vested interest in trying to win this quickly now. But Tanya Pinfu, 1 Dora would be fine. Wow, I'm already in Tenpai. Not going to take it yet. We can take the Tenhou victory, though. But I'd like to draw the free, or I'd like to draw something that connects to a sequence, or I'd like to improve the hand slightly more. So if I draw a 6, then maybe I go stretching here. But I'll just stay in Tenpai. We can win on the 4-man anyway, incidentally. It's not a big enough direct hit to do anything with Debbie, so
Riichi.
Yeah, reach with 2 Dora is definitely the plan here. So now we're in a 3-6 potential Dora weight. So this is a hand that has potential and should put me into second, even if it doesn't get the third Dora. Yeah, okay, that probably kills any Hanneman chance I had. Reach, Sumo, Pinfu, G-Dora. Well, I suppose it is a Hanneman if a 3-dot gets played, so let's see if anyone wants to play the Dora. It's Mungan if not, so it's good enough. But I need the Hanneman to definitely take the lead from here. Non-dealer, 12,000 points. Taken from the dealer, it would be enough. And she's attacking, which... You're the dealer, you're in the lead, somebody else is called Reach, is not a good idea. Especially not to discarding tiles close to the Dora after a Reach. I might just get the free from her in all honesty, and that really opens this game up.
Wrong.
Or JPC can just win it. Tenhou only, which is a shame, because I had the Mungan, but... He probably would have got rid of the 3-dot as well if he'd have drawn it. But yeah, again, this is... In fairness, the result he wanted happened. She lost the minimum possible points for a dealer turn, but you do not attack if you're in that much of a commanding lead as the dealer. Now I need this 5, 6, 7 Sanchiku. Absolutely need this 5, 6, 7 Sanchiku. Plus 2 Dora. It's the only shot I've got back at getting into this. I now need a definite Hanneman. Or I suppose I can do it over 2 hands. It's not necessarily now, but it's certainly getting that point. Alright, get rid of the West. We've seen 1, so it's all fine. Okay, so there's part 1. If I can get the last dot in, then we got definite 5, 6, 7 Sanchiku. 2 Dora, and that's already into Mungan territory. If I can get a Pinfu, get a Pinfu Reach on top of that, that's Hanneman. Get a Leka on the Ordura, Byman. Okay, not ideal, but we can still always go 4, 5, 6. And it does develop the hand, but we definitely need that 6 dot now. Come on, 6 dot. No. South we're holding on to possibly is right now. Yeah, if you draw the 4 so that actually opens up possibilities. So I'll get rid of the 9. The 1 actually is my next dodgy tile to get rid of at this stage. Wrong 6. And that doesn't particularly help me either. Well, now I have multiple Sanchikus available. There's a set off called. Second red dragon. Somebody's got a pair. Doesn't call it though. Okay. Still possible to pull this off. I'm gonna need some draws. Just working out what my possible escape routes are if, say, the person in the lead who has everything to lose decides let's reach because we can. You're in this position, you need to be silent. You need to take the wins when you can. You do not need to give useful tiles to somebody like that. Which really compromises my position. Oh, jeez. Because I've got to attack this. I've got no choice. I've got to go for this, even though this now is a kind of valueless 2 Dora Pintu hand.
も
Yeah. So ultimately, that was enabled by Debbie and JPZ, obviously going for just third place shenanigans, second place shenanigans rather. Which is giving opportunities, but I think I've had all of mine I'm going to take here. I've had 2 potential Hanneman hands, and neither of them have paid off, so luck is not currently on me. So the best thing I can do for here is Chinitsu. Chinitsu Multidora. So it's going to take a long time to build, but it's the only hand. Oh, nice. Okay. We'll save that. But, yeah. We have potentially options here. So yeah, one of the big mistakes that I've seen made on this in this group is immediately canning this. No. My hand is still free from Tenpai, and I need it to be a good hand. I mean, 4-door is fine, and I do need the Khan. It's definitely a right thing to do, but we need to assure either the Honitsu or the Chinitsu. Preferably both, but if I can draw a few more dot tiles. In fact, if a 6 gets played, I'm probably going to call it on that basis, but I absolutely have to go for a big hand here. Yeah, would have loved that to have been the 8 dot. But oh well. Thinking about what other things that might happen here. Sananko, possibly? Yeah, I think I've got to stay with things. If I were to draw both of those, that would actually give me Sananko and a potential Khan for the win, Rinshan. Fortunately, that's not going to happen. No, actually, there's one left, isn't there? Still. Okay, that's helpful. So it's extra dot tiles. I'm actually kind of keeping the freeze because I might have to try and do this with these in. Especially as I'm running out of draws. In fact, I think we might have to attack this very soon. Oh, god damn it, that's backfired. Alright, here we go. Somebody's been aggressive, so I'm going to have to bluff. Later. Can still draw a 7 dot, which would make that actually genuinely useful here.
Khan.
Yeah, I could have taken the reach there, and it might have been beneficial to do so, but I'm going to try and play the long, risky game here. So I've got a lot of points to make up.
Chi.
That's the wrong tile to discard after that point. Well, that's a Mungan, and that's pretty much ended any hopes I've got to get in the top 2. Kind of had to be done, because I've got no other alternatives, really. Yeah, this isn't looking Yakuman-like either. Gah.
Chi. Home.
Oh, JPB going for the aggressive win to secure third, and that might actually be not a bad plan considering how bad the game has gone for both of us. Alright, so that's for 9. See if we can get this to Tenhou. I could potentially can the 5s, but I don't think that actually benefit me at all. Yeah, he's just going for the quick win at this point. And got no real reason to hold off. Doesn't need very many points. And if he has the hand to do it, why not? And 9 does not help me. Yeah. Well, in fairness, it's not a bad healing item, actually. So it is Tempo on the 2 dot. Which, again, would have been a win hand there, and that would have just secured third. But I'm just looking to see what the options are here, because I potentially could go on. The hand is actually junk at this point, so it's really come down to... Alright, let's stop the 6 now. Because if I'm going to Khan, and I might have to, I need to at least be on the right side for this, so... So if I have a 2 dot, the 4, another 6, can potentially do this. I need one more tile that actually fits somewhere in the hand.
Kang.
Not quite there yet. Could potentially go for a second Khan here if 6 is still up. Actually, the 6 is still up. That was unfortunate. Do I just do the blind open Khan here? I think so, because I can discard the 1 and get myself not actually anywhere near the completed hand unless I draw 5 or the 5. No, I can't draw the 5. That's actually not too bad. That gives me a little more aggressive clock here, I suppose, but it doesn't mean I'm giving up the second Khan.
Each.
Okay, reach. 2-5. So 2 only, really. And there's only 2 of those left. No, 1 of those left. It's a Hellweight. Hellweight with a potential 6-man 6-0 Khan. We like Hellweights. They never come off. Except always for me, seemingly. I know a lot of better options, in all fairness, and I'm so far behind, I've got no reason not to attack at this point. All the 1s are gone. I've secured the 5s. The 2 is kind of useless to most people. If somebody gets it, they probably will discard it. No, unless he's already got it. Darn him. Well, on to the last hand. 8,000 is the gap. And that is nothing, unfortunately, here. I've got one Dora. And no real way to make this a good hand. Drawing a lot of carning material and just getting off lucky that way. 2 Dora, though. Okay. So I have 3 pairs. No bonus pairs, unfortunately, but... yeah, Green Dragon. Just wondering how many ideal draws it would take to get to a Yakuman position from here. No, that's one of the useful draws that I was mentioning. So that gives me 3 Dora in this hand. If I had a bonus, I'd be carning this, but I don't currently have it. So if I draw another 3, another East, that actually gives me Salanko, which, you know, would be ridiculous, but... far from the most ridiculous thing I've ever done. I'll tell you what, something's favouring me right now. Because now I've got Toy Dora free. And heck, if I can draw 1, 1, 1, 1 and be on a single weight somewhere. Potentially, miracle comeback. Yeah, 32,000 would be gained. I would win from that.
Gee.
I need 4 more ideal draws to make that work. That's potentially one of them. Let's go for this. We have nothing to lose by trying, and this will be an awesome comeback from behind Yakuman if this pulled off. So we have to go Yakuman here. Go Yakuman or go home. All of the tiles are still kind of live. So 6, 7, 3, so, and the East Wind are all live. I can draw them. Well, you know, nobody's proven that they're discarded at the moment, so... good draw. Good draw for the escape hand, I suppose. Which would be Ipeco Dora free. If I can draw 1 more of those, I'm going to go for this. We're tunnel visioning here because it's the one way we can win. So we are looking at all or nothing on this Suanko. So we're Tenpai. Winning on the 5-man or the 8-man. Oh, actually, the 5-man only.
Yeet.
If I draw that East, I'm in it. Okay, bad things are possibly about to happen, or maybe they aren't. But yeah, you do not Kana reach when you're in the lead.
Yeet.
So I draw an East now. I'm East 6, 7 now. I'm gonna just cry. This is potential Yakuman that I've had to give up for this. Five more draws. Go on, deal in. I don't want to deny Debbie the win if I can avoid it, but. Well, we keep going. Yeah, that was looking interesting. She did hold on to my winning tile as well from that, so, well, that was reasonably well done. Darn it. Really done with that. No, we're not out of this yet. There's still the long game. I need more than a Mungan really to get back into this. Mungan Sumo would do it, but so I have Dora. I have potential Carnage again, which I'd have to make if the 9 comes. If I draw the last 9, I've got to make that Karn. East does not help me this time. So yeah, I'm not too far from Tempai at this point, actually. Get rid of that. Okay, so we have a pair, we have our sequence set up, and we have our kind of irregular weights going as well. Of course, I draw the 3 of the 6, and that obviously advances me that way. Free man doesn't help. Oh, I think this is also going to be the only game tonight, which is... It's gone long, this one, in all fairness, but... I'm starting to feel the tiredness, so I think I may have to call it. Still a 9 left, isn't there? Yeah, so I could still... get the 9, Karn, discard the 7, hope to draw something useful in the Sozu tiles. Karn, Reach, Impatso Sumo, Fordora. You know, the usual hopes and dreams. Dora discard by JPB.
Each.
Plus an extra 1,000 in the board. So I could counter Reach. I'm not going to. I'm going to risk the 7. So we have Tempai. I have to risk the 9 Karn if it comes up as well. But I can only do that if I draw it. Actually, we know 7's safe. I should have gone for it. That was the wrong time to fold. I mean, in fairness, I'm so far behind, I got no reason to be folding this.
Each.
I mean, heck, it's paid off, but still, I had no reason to be folding this. So Reach Dora, potentially Reach Dora 2. Potential Carnage as well. But there's 5 Riichi sticks in the middle, so there's a lot of points for this if this comes off. And the likelihood he's got better winning tiles than I do, but... Oh, there we go. We'll take that. We'll secure, if not the second place we were hoping for, at least we'll secure the win for Debbie. So I win 11,000. That puts me up to third place. Debbie secures the victory, and I'm going to sign off for the night at that point on this music track. So yeah, kind of a disappointing game for me in all honesty. There was a lot of maybes, a lot of ifs, buts, and certainly a few bad decisions on my part towards the middle, but... I mean, it wouldn't have paid off, but I still have to consider that potential Yakuman we missed out on towards the end. Ah well. Debbie, learn to defend from the lead instead of reaching and going for silly hands. You still won, but yeah, it's fine. I did kind of get at least towards the end with the 5-man you managed to keep hold of, which would have been my winner for not enough points to really matter. But still. Yeah, it's good game all. I will definitely be calling that a stream, and we will be resuming that another time. Well, you just went over the top aggressive, which, you know, even for you. Anyway, GG folks, I will catch you another stream. That hopefully won't be quite as long a game. That was a bit of a long one, actually. I know it was a short night, but yeah. You did. Unfortunately, I had so many sort of, not so much blunders, but I had no luck in the East rounds, and during the South, I had too much luck in the wrong direction, seemingly. Either way, until next time, folks.